Hello, to start again. My name's Gavin, I'm a co-founder of Feedsy. Today I'm not talking to you about Feedsy. I'll let Steve do that later on for you. What I'm actually talking about is a tool that we actually use ourselves that we want to share with you that we really think can help your practice. And we've actually also integrated with Feedsy as well. So actually it's part of our product now. So we're all talking about booking an appointment and I guess the pains of booking an appointment. I guess the sort of appointment we're talking about is, a new inquiry, maybe an initial meeting, an advice presentation, an annual review, even just an ad hoc discussion. Now, often people might want to actually make this booking when they're in front of the TV, or maybe in the bus or something. So they're not always going to be maybe during business hours, or maybe during after hours. That can be hard sometimes if people have to make a phone call to make a booking. Also, what we're trying to do is avoid the old message tennis. So what I mean by message tennis is this. It's like when you have an email or a phone call, but usually an email, which says, hi, I'd like to catch up. And then the person says, great, what about? When? Oh, I'm worried about COVID-19 and my super. Next Tuesday at 9 a.m. and so forth, so on and so forth. So basically it's like a game of tennis, going back and forth, back and forth. And it can often take 3 emails to get an appointment time, or maybe an awkward phone call as well. So who here has sort of experienced this before, and I guess a game of message tennis? But let me know by maybe putting your hand up so I can see who's done this before.
Yeah, quite a few hands getting raised, Gav.
Yes. So I know this because we used to do that ourselves. We basically had a training session, which is part of our Feedsy service, and people filled out a form, put in their name, the email address, the phone number, and some times that were suitable for them. And we had to get them to put in their state as well, so we knew which time frame they were in. And this resulted in an email exchange of back and forth, back and forth. We thought there must be an easier way. And I think we found one. It's called Calendly. So Calendly is a service that we use, and we've been using for a number of years now, and we love it. It basically makes it super easy for people to make a booking with you. So today I'm going to quickly show you, how it works. You'll see it in action. And also you'll see how other people are using it as well, people like you using it for your sort of meetings as well. And then also I'm going to do an invitation to actually help you as well. So, so instead of our booking form now, we have a Feedsy training page. And it has a diary where you can see available dates for training. So let's go to, say, the 29th. And let's say this book, it's only 11:30 left. So I'll book 11:30, confirm. I'm actually going to book myself as myself. So this is going to be a bit weird. I'm going to book myself as myself. This would be my email address to make the booking, and business name is going to be Feedsy in this case, but it could be Acme. I'll do Acme. So this field here could be any field you like. You can actually ask questions. You can have drop downs. You actually can have questions here. So actually you can gather information about the person before the meeting. So I'm going to schedule the event now. You then get a confirmation that it's happened. You can add it to your calendar. So I add it to my Google Calendar. So this is basically what people are experiencing when they book with you. And in the calendar, it's a bit slow because we're on Zoom. Here we go. It's going to say, do you want to save it to the calendar? I'm going to say yes, but do you want to save it? It's saving. And if I go to the 29th, you'll see it's gone into my calendar. Now it's gone in here twice because I'm also the presenter of the training. So I get an email to the presenter, and also an email goes to the person going to the thing. So basically both parties get an email. So the email that I get as a presenter basically says somebody's confirmed to attend, and that's the link for the meeting there. And what happens too, because it's Zoom, you also need to go to Zoom, so an automatic link gets created as well, which is fantastic. And the person who's going to the meeting, the email also has the link, has more information about the meeting, but they can also cancel or reschedule if they wish to as well, which basically makes the whole thing's automated as well. So I'm actually going to cancel that because I don't want it appearing in my diary because it's not a real appointment. And it says, so okay, it's going to redirect me to Calendly now, and it's going to basically ask me, why are you cancelling? What's the reason? So I'm going to do that now. Because it was not real. So I'm going to put in that. So cancel the event. So you'll be told why the person cancelled as well, or why they rescheduled. So the whole thing's automated. So not only does it go to your diary, but also goes into your inbox as well. So you get an email which basically says confirmed, your meeting's been confirmed, and also you get told as an organizer that somebody's attending a meeting, but also as you can see here, if somebody cancels, you also get told about the cancellation as well. It's a fantastic system. And also what's happened too is I've got a link to Zoom. So a Zoom meeting has been created as well, and I've been told by Zoom that a meeting has been scheduled. And also in this case been deleted. So it's a fantastic system. You don't have to do any of the, create an invite, add a link or anything. It's all done for you in the background. And it basically integrates, the way it works, integrates with your diary. So it looks for your diary, you can integrate with different sorts of diaries, and it looks for an available spot in your diary. And you can tell it to have buffer zones around your meetings, so you don't back your meetings up to each other. You also can tell the Calendly to only book times between, say, 10 and 3, because you pick your kids up from school. So you only sort of looks at those dates there. So it's a really good way of organising yourself. And all you got to worry about is your diary. So if you basically want to block out next Tuesday, just go to your diary and block it all day time for Tuesday, or maybe block out the times you don't want to be available, and then Calendly would recognise that. So you don't actually need to go to Calendly very often at all. It all happens in your calendar. So it's really native, really easy to use. And like I said before, it integrates with some things like Zoom and GoToMeetings and Join Me. It also now integrates with Teams, Microsoft Teams. Not on here yet. I know it's being beta tested. I've tested it myself and it works beautifully. So if you're doing Teams meetings as well, you can also integrate that with this as well, and it's just fantastic. So people can meet you by a phone call or your address or a Zoom meeting. So people can actually choose what sort of meeting they want to have with you. Or you can specify a certain kind of meeting for that kind of meeting. So you actually say, no, it's only a phone call, or it's only face-to-face. So you've got full control as well. It's really easy. So I'm going to show you some examples of this in the real world. I'm showing this is one of our UK clients, Gardner. I'm showing the UK client because I want to show you how it actually translates to your own time frame. So basically, this is a 1 hour meeting he wants to book. So we actually put Calendly into his Feedsy for him. This is his Feedsy web. We actually put his Calendly link in for him. So let's book a 1 hour meeting with Lee. And you'll see here, when you pick a time, these are in Adelaide time. So you can see they're after hours because he's in the UK. So basically it recognises your time zone. So you can book it in your own time zone. I won't book it now because I'll leave Lee alone. Another one of our clients, they have a range of appointments. They have different Calendlys for review meetings, ad hoc discussions, initial meetings, and even a mortgage appointment here for this person here. They have different ones, so they get different notifications, different sort of messages for the different kind of meetings, and also can ask different sort of questions before the meeting as well. They also have just a single page too for just booking a review with Ross. So this is a page that's a dedicated page, and I actually like the look of this one. I like it. It's really simple. We just basically book a review meeting with Ross. So again, it's a really simple system that they've integrated. What we do as well for them is this is their Feedsy newsletter that we create for them. We've actually made those bookings here as part of their welcome message. So this is part of the intro that goes with the newsletter. So this is their newsletter here, which I'm sure Steve will show you more about later on. But they actually have links to go straight to those booking pages, so people actually can make bookings on the fly. Now, I know some practices don't like having this sort of stuff like visible because they don't have too many bookings, so you don't need to have this, obviously. But these guys actually want to make people easier to book because they like people booking with them. And what we've also done for them is we've actually automated their annual review reminders. Now, I know that Simon will be talking more about reviews in a minute. This is a light version of what he's doing. But basically, this is an automated email that goes out a month prior to their review. They can book a meeting there, which basically books the review page, or they can postpone or decline the review. And that will basically generate an email explaining why they want to postpone and decline, just so they know that they don't want to have a meeting. So at least you know. What happens is, if they don't open this email in the first 2 weeks, it gets sent out again as a reminder. So we've made it really, really simple for them because they used to do this manually. They used to manually ring people up, and it was just keeping track of things that was really, really hard. This has got full analytics. You can see what's going on, and it's really easy. So they're really enjoying the fact that they can automate their thing and use Feedsy to help generate those automations for them. So I won't go through this now, but basically it's a bit involved in getting Calendly set up. It's not that hard, but it's a little bit involved. But yes, it's pretty intuitive. The good news is I can actually help you do that. So I'm actually going to reach out to each one of you in the next week or so to make a time with me. In fact, you can actually book a time through Calendly so you can see how it works for yourself. And I can help you review, I guess, the kind of meetings that you have so that people can book it whenever they like, and also just basically to avoid message tennis. So yeah, that's my offer to sort of help you out. So I'll contact each one of you to do that, and offer you a one-on-one session to either get you started with it or to just to show how it works. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for your time.